just audioed me, not videoed me, Joe.
And when we did that for your Christmas CD that you wanted to make for your grandchildren, you said that your children were your magnus opum or whatever Charlotte's Web said.
Yes, magnus opum. They are so. They still are. They're my most amazing, fabulous accomplishment.
So how many children? Real children. I know you want to count the whole community and half a Cresta. How many real children?
I have a lot of real children. I birthed 6, but I helped raise a lot more, and I claimed 25.
Oh my goodness, you're going to drive me nuts.
I know, go ahead.
What are you doing with 25? Does that include your 6?
Yes, of course. And with those 25, I have 74 grandchildren. And in that mix, there are 4 great-grandchildren, I believe.
Oh my goodness. So who are the original 6?
Do I have to do the original 6? Because, you know...
No, blah, blah, blah. Come on, you know the rules.
I could do them in sequence. Because when I was assigned to be married to Marvin, then they already had 4. So there was Joanne and Ed and Jen, and Jace was the baby.
That doesn't count.
And of course it counts. It counted in my world.
Oh.
And Jace was the curly-haired, darling little boy that was just so amazing. And then Shane was born after that. He was the next born. And then my Donna... She was born on Christmas Day in 1977. Yep. And then Olivia was born in June the next year.
So, does that explain your love for Christmas? Because you had Donna on Christmas?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, we're getting sidetracked. Let's not get sidetracked. We were at Olivia.
And Olivia was such an adorable little baby, and she was born in June 22nd of 78.
But she's Mears.
Well, she's mine too, because you see... I was at all those births of Mears babies. There's only a couple I missed.
And were you crying and screaming and yelling at that? No.
We were so happy when they were born, those babies. And Polly was our hardest one to have because she was so big. But Mir and I, we just both cried and were so happy when Polly was born. She was our adorable little button. Of course, James was born previous to Polly. And back then we called James Jimmy because he was with Johnny. And Clayton was Johnny, who was born in August of 1982. But you see, Johnny didn't want us to call him Clayton, so we called him Clayton after that. Do you know how hard that is to change what you call one of your kids' names?
It's just like Brigham changing to
Shane.
Shane. That was so hard.
It was too, because our brain group gets what they are. But yeah, they're all so amazing, all of our kids. And I claim Mears 11 right along there with my 6. And then a few besides, extra with Debbie's kids.
Because that doesn't quite make 25.
Well, no, because Debbie's kids came along too. And when she was married to Marvin on August the 16th, 1982, she had Memory Dawn, which was, of course, our little sister. Yeah. But I claim her in my count. And
Jameson
and Timothy, they were there too. So her first child she had after she married Marvin was Jolene.
Didn't Jameson just get married?
No, Jameson, well, he's not. He's engaged right now.
Oh, okay.
Timothy's the one that got married a few years ago. But yeah, we've kept in touch for a few years now, and it's been really nice.
So how do you keep track of who's the favorite then?
They're all my favorite, Joe.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Well, the ones close help me more than the ones far away.
I've been watching on Facebook, and there's a certain bald-headed man that you keep saying he's your favorite.
Which bald-headed man is that?
Basim.
Oh, Bassam. Yeah, I do love Bassam.
Trying to make me jealous.
He's Tammy's fiance, Joe. And he has moved in. He's been into our family now for 2 years. And he has just accepted all of us and all of our crazy. And you moved
him up to the top of the list?
He's pretty up there, all right. But no, I really do love my kids. Boy, Jace and Shane and Ed. And I don't see Ed nearly as much as I'd love to.
I know, it's like he just dropped off the face of the earth.
He's hard to track down. But Luke, too, and Clayton out there and in Redcliffe, Alberta, and I just...
Yeah, how do you live with everyone so spread?
I love my kids, so I phone them all the time. I pester them.
And then you roar out there and visit them.
And I go and visit them when I can, because I used to visit back this way, but now I drive back that way, so my little car knows the way really well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Donna and Walter and Tammy live in Cranbrook now, which is fun, because I'm close to them, but I just had to come back to Crescent Valley. It's my home.
home indeed it is.
It is. It's near and dear to my heart, and I think I've just loved coming back. And Canyon's the area that I love, so that's where I'll set up my bed and breakfast in Canyon.
Okay. I thought it was a bereavement thing.
It's going to be a grief bed and breakfast.
Oh.
That's what it's going to
A
be.
little morbid.
Nah. You need a happy place so sad people can go.